It's a film with three brains. 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 It's a film with three brains.
Oh my god, you guys are freaks.
They say most of your brain shuts down in cryosleep. All but the animal side. Guess that's why I'm still awake.
If the man is gone, he's gone. Why should he bother us?
Maybe to take what you got. Maybe to work your nerves.
Is he really that dangerous?
Only around humans.
All you people are so scared of me. But it ain't me you gotta worry about now.
Whatever it is, it got Zeke and it nearly got me. Get it off me!
They seem to stick to darkness. So if we stick to daylight, we should be all right.
A total eclipse. We're gonna lose everybody out here.
You're not afraid of the dark, are you?
Hello. Welcome to the Film with Three Brains. I'm Cohen in Maplewood.
And this is Sean in Chicago.
And Sam in San Francisco.
And the movie masterpiece we are discussing this episode is Pitch Black from the year 2000, starring Vin Diesel, the movie that sort of launched his career, I would say. I mean, he had been in stuff before, but this one really sort of put him on the map. But before we get into it,
We got mail. No way.
we've got mail.
Who did you insult this time?
El Jefe is back.
Yes.
So, here we go.
Is this more Chainsaw Massacre?
I bet
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
Yes. It's a lot of back and forth. going on
Okay.
here.
Dear Brains, I'm not quite sure what to say about Cohen from Maplewood's brief housekeeping rewatch review of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, in which he found it sort of boring and doubled down on his original comments. It brought to mind that in his original statements about the film, he said that it had no effect on him, which led me to start to wonder about his mental well-being. You other brains have known Cohen from Maplewood for quite a long time. Is he a sociopath?
Huh. We'll circle back to that.
While we pause and consider, just know that I've also known Jeff for 25 years, so it's not like we just met yesterday.
Okay.
Anyway, I continue. I ask only because I totally understand why someone would not care for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre because of its extreme violence and realistic filmmaking style. In fact, I can say that I don't really enjoy watching parts of this film myself. But I have never met someone who could sit through this film and have it have no emotional impact on their psyche. My hope in writing the original letter to you all was to point out that movies or films don't all have to be exercises in dramatic structure and story beats, which I think some of you took in and considered. More than anything, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre opened my eyes to the possibilities of filmmaking. You don't always have to follow the rules, and that movies can be anything, including occasionally great works of disruptive art. That is all. Still a loyal listener, Jeffrey L. Jefe Morgan.
Yes. I think he he summed up our different opinions on this.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the part about like they don't all have to be movies. You know, like that there's a reason for it to exist other than just being a narrative story.
Correct.
And
I agree with that. And maybe Texas Chainsaw Massacre is that. It probably is that. I still don't want to watch it. I don't enjoy it.
Do you think because you're jaded and you've seen a lot of horror movies that it doesn't have that effect on you, or
the movies, the way Jeff sees Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'm going to extrapolate to a certain extent is the way I think about like Evil Dead or Dead Alive or Dawn of the Dead, the Romero one. Mm-hmm. Maybe even Night of the Living Dead. I enjoy I recognize the value in the filmmaking, but I also enjoy watching them.
That's just like the word dead.
Well, yeah, sure. Who doesn't? Evil Dead 2 in particular, that one, I feel like that's the one that made me go, whoa. Because Sam Raimi was so inventive in the way he made it. Anyway.
Yes, yeah. So you appreciate the creativity.
Sure.
And like you like that in your in the movie business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else like to comment further? Or
it's going to be a 4-month saga talking about this.
Every episode will have a new hate mail.
Like, well, you get my point, but you're still no. He's right, because we have the bully pulpit here to fire back on everything he says, and all he has to do is kind of wait for us to say it.
Indeed.
But as ever, it proves he is listening and paying attention, and we really appreciate that.
Right.
So.
The big takeaway is that we have a fan.
Yeah. Yes. Fan who cares.
Also, if anyone else out there ever wants to send us a strongly worded email, you can email us at thefilmwith3brains@gmail.com, and we will certainly read it on our next episode.
Yeah, a long time ago, we had, some people have just corrected us, like when we mess up something, or, but a long time ago, someone was like, what's the deal with Sean? And I was like, we're missing some of that, not just back and forth about particular movies, but like, if people are actually watching and don't know us and are curious about us in general,
would they be?
Well, because we like to segue anyway. So, if they enjoy our interludes and
did we ever saw What's the Deal with You?
I don't think so.
No, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
But then I also admitted that it was kind of that I was kind of trying not to pigeonhole myself, and it's kind of a cop out. But on that, since I somehow brought it up, I was thinking about oh shoot, I'm gonna forget which movie it was. I had a revelation about horror movies, but I'll come back to it because it's the kernel is there. But anyway.
All right.
Well, you nurture that.
Yeah. I'm nearing a breakthrough.
What are we talking about today?
We're talking about Pitch Black.
Of course we are.
A sci-fi / pseudo horror movie, I guess. Again, starring Vin Diesel, written and directed by David Twohy, I think you would say. Twohy?
Yes.
Is it Twohy?
I don't know.
It looks like Twohy, but it's really hard to say Twohy, so let's go with Twohy.
It's Twohy.
Yeah. I'll give a synopsis. So a spaceship hauling people. I forgot. The opening title says something, or I don't know. Are there colonists maybe or something, sort of aliens-esque? Or I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. There's a basically an intergalactic like bus taking people somewhere.
Yeah,
and they hit what appears to be like a meteor shower, and it punctures the hull, kills some people. The captain is killed. And then the pilot has to try and salvage the ship. In doing so, she tries to dump the cargo, but one of the captain, before he dies, thwarts her. And then they crash on an uncharted planet. And Vin Diesel is a convict who's hitching a ride, sort of Con Air style. I guess, kind of. No, not really. Anyway, what's the Snakes on a Plane style? Anyway,
sure. Or cliffhanger style, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, no. Snakes on a Plane, I think, isn't Sam Jackson like a marshal taking a convict somewhere?
Sure.
Okay, whatever. Who cares? Anyway, Cole Hauser plays like the bounty hunter dude who's taking Riddick. Anyway, they crash. And interpersonal conflict. What do we do? How do we survive? And then it turns out that there are some kind of monsters, some subterranean monster type things. And the planet has 3 suns, so they think they're all right because there's never nightfall. And then as it turns out, their timing is shit because every 22 years there is an eclipse. And they don't know how long it lasts, but the idea, I think someone said that they got the impression it would last like a month.
Yeah.
And so they have to sort of, figure out how to not kill each other, not get killed by the monsters, and figure out a way off the planet, which they do because there just happens to be like a destroyed colony there who were murdered 22 years earlier by these monsters. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Had you guys seen this before?
Of course.
Yeah. And 10 times
did you go
12?
and pull out your list and see where you ranked it back in 2000?
Oh boy, I don't know if
That's a tall order.
Yeah.
25 years ago?
I don't know if I have that.
Don't you just have like 25 years of lists hanging around, or 20 years of lists?
I don't even think
somewhere.
I had a Yahoo account 25 years ago.
I guarantee I'd have it.
Exist?
I would have it pretty high though. I bet. Here's the thing about this movie is it's one of the very few movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I went in totally blind. I had gone to the theater to see something else, and it was sold out, and I wanted to see a movie, and I just picked it. Like, it was just there. I was like, well, it looks like a sci-fi movie. I like sci-fi. No idea who Vin Diesel is because he wasn't anybody then.
Yeah.
And so I saw it without knowing what it was about, who was in it, or anything about it. And so it just kind of blew me away by how much I enjoyed it. Because it's like, it's not a masterpiece. It's not going to win any awards. But in terms of B movies and pure entertainment value, like, it sets up this world, it sets the rules, and it adheres to them. And I appreciate that. And, it's simple and it's straightforward, and it's fun.
So now that you had perspective and you knew what to expect, and I wouldn't expect you to suddenly not like this movie, but do you think it holds up?
Yeah, I do. I think it holds up, but I will also say that some of the effects are, particularly in the first half, when the sun's still out, are a little janky, but it's a low budget movie. I think I forgot the budget, like 10 million or something.
25, I think.
Oh, is that much?
Wow.
But
I thought it was less.
I mean, we just did the Wonder Boys, and that was 55 million. And where did they spend the money on that?
I mean, that's, I guess, salaries maybe. I don't know.
So I'm impressed with 25 million on this one.
Yeah. I mean, so some of the effects are a little janky, and some of the dialogue is a little corny, but
a bit.
For the most part, none of that really, it didn't detract from the movie going, like, the enjoyment of it. I still enjoyed it. I actually wished there'd have been maybe a little bit more action to it. There's only a couple of scenes where we get to see Vin Diesel, sort of kick ass.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it happens off screen, particularly in the third act, where he's like, he finds the blind spot, and then he, like, you think he's getting away, and then 2 more come, and then you hear him scream, but you don't really see him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The blind spot scene. We got to come back to that later.
Okay.
I wonder if they filmed something more there and it got cut.
Maybe. I don't know.
It really seemed like there should have been something more.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think?
Yeah, Sam, what do you think?
No, you first.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, okay, the first time I saw it, I didn't see it right away, and it was just a lazy Saturday afternoon type of movie. And then I think I saw Chronicles of Riddick not long after that, which is what I was thinking about Chronicles of Riddick too. With that sun, like they're running away from the sun. I think that was the Chronicles of Riddick. Yep. So I was getting those two confused in my head, and I don't particularly like Chronicles of Riddick, or I didn't see the Riddick, or there's another one coming out now, right? Riddick.
It's in production right now, I think.
Whatever that.
Riddick : Furia or something.
Furia, yeah.
That's the planet he apparently is from.
I probably won't be seeing that, but unless you were like, oh, it's actually very good, and you should see it. But anyway, this is like a horror movie to me. It's sci-fi, but it's really kind of more of a horror movie, and you don't know who's going to be
It's Alien.
a hero. Yeah, and it's Alien. It's very much like Alien. But there's something about it that feels disjointed. There's something like, if I could talk out of both sides of my mouth like I usually do, I kind of like that. We have this easy to define thing, but we also, oh man, I can't even. Sam, what do you think? I need to dwell, muck around in my brain a bit.
I think you kind of hit on hit on my thoughts on it. It's a very kind of by the numbers sort of storyline that is made in a way that it's still enjoyable to me. Like it never really goes out on a limb to do something that I think at this stage we would call new. And even comparing it back to the other Alien movies and kind of other things through the 80s and 90s since Alien, that this just kind of falls in line with that sort of plot line. And of course you're going to have some people argue against each other, and you're going to get the horror movie type things where people get picked off here and there. At first you don't know what it is. You're going to have a couple fake scares, so it felt like it did all those things, but at the same time it was just good enough to still be enjoyable. Like, it's not great. You're not going to be like, this is a movie everybody has to see. Right. But you're going to be like, you know what? I want to see what Vin Diesel's up to. And I want to see this Hauser guy get it, and I want to see, it's just like you fall into it, you're like, yeah, I mean, there's maybe the biggest surprise is the woman who's the star not making it off the planet, And
when it's funny you say that, because and I read that in the original script, it was supposed to be Riddick who gets killed.
Yeah,
and they decided that the studio was like, this has potential for sequels. Nobody cares about her.
Yep.
So let's swap it, and so they did, and that makes sense, I guess.
I thought in the very original concept that Riddick was a female. Like, they kind of flipped.
I think I read that too.
Like, Riddick was a prisoner, but she was supposed to escape, and the pilot was maybe not a woman or something. I don't know.
Like that, yeah.
And if you had done that, it'd have been very close to then being Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. The comparisons would have been way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they do a perfect job of not explaining him. You're like, why is this guy so smart? He's kind of like survivalist version of Hannibal Lecter in a way, though. He'll kill you in a split second, and he also knows everything. And what did he do to get there, and all that. So it's
and I think the mistake the sequel makes is trying to explain everything.
Right. They should.
That's just one of the many mistakes the sequel makes, but that's a big one. Yeah, I mean, the mystery of him is what's compelling. And I watch this, and I haven't seen it in years. It's been a very long time since I've seen it, at least 15 years probably. And I am sort of reminded of why Vin Diesel is a star, because he has a lot of charisma in this, and he kind of
totally
he carries a lot of weight, and I really like the sort of the chemistry between him and Cole Hauser.
I get that,
and I would love to see them together again in a movie. I know they
who does that?
They're both in the Too Fast, Too Furious.
Well, Vin Diesel's not in that one. It's the only one he's not in.
So they just kind of flip flopped.
Yeah, it's sort of two ships passing in the night there.
But he was was he not going to do, or he has like a cameo in Tokyo Drift? He said, I don't know.
He does. He has a cameo at the very end.
And he was doing Chronicles of Riddick instead of doing one of the Too Fast.
Think so, yeah. Something like that. I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
But
and is it true?
Yeah, the Chronicles of Riddick tries so hard to sort of do way too much world building and really expand his story, and They ended up making a pseudo Christ figure, which is annoying, and there's it's way too ambitious, or I guess is the word, considering what Pitch Black is. It went way. And then the third one, it's funny. The third one, they reel it in and make it very small again, like him on a planet, basically.
Yeah.
For like 90% of it, just like Pitch Black. They're like, oops, let's try again.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's okay. It's not as good as Pitch Black. It's all right, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, this is the better experience because it is small and because we don't really know what's going on yet. And like Sam was saying, we don't know much about Riddick. So like the discovery of Riddick is really fun because because everyone is like scared of him, but they don't even know why or what he's done or who to trust. And then Cole Hauser's character has a drug problem, I guess, and is not trustworthy and has his own agenda. And
turns out to be a pretty big scumbag.
Right. Because
he proposes they kill the kid.
Right.
And drag her behind so the monsters eat her.
How is that a plan? And they were talking about it for so long. Like, well, so kill that one and there's 5 of us left. And
yeah.
There are interesting moments where the monsters seem to go away long enough for them to have very verbose discussions on.
Yeah.
Then
I liked you just reminded me of I like the fact that when all seems hopeless, they find those like bioluminescent slugs, I guess, or whatever. Because I guess it sort of makes sense, evolution and things of that nature. Like animals evolved to defend themselves, and that's the only way you're going to be able to defend yourself.
Their only weakness is light, so you better have some light.
Yeah.
There's definitely some creativity in the world that they created and the story they created. Did you have something? I just remembered what I was thinking of earlier.
No. Okay, you got it.
I got it. I wrote it down. So it's disjointed to me, but not entirely. It's like they don't insult us and spoon feed us everything. They let us discover all these things and figure out who's doing what and why. And that's a plus. That's a huge plus that they don't try to make everything so obvious that we feel dumb about it. But at the same time, there are some like little skips in sort of the beats of things, and they don't all seem completely intentional, or maybe it just takes 2 viewings or 3 viewings and to sort of like understand what each scene is. And they're not all important. They're not huge important scenes, but sometimes there's like a moment where you're like this time around, I was paying attention to like who dies when, and I was like, oh, so these, the Imam Keith David's got these kids on a pilgrimage with him of this apparently Chrislam apparently is the religion. I read that. I didn't get that from the movie.
I didn't either.
I thought it was just Islam. I was like, okay, they're saying Allahu Akbar. They're saying, it seems like Islam to me. But anyway, it was like God wrapped into this religion, and then these kids with him, and those 2 kids like. They kind of wander off and do stupid shit and die for it. And there's not a lot of crying over them, which was kind of like, should he feel worse? It's God's plan.
They're just there to get killed.
Yeah, they just seem like they're there to get killed.
Yeah.
And the one we really care about is the girl that we don't know is a girl yet.
Yeah.
Which is such an obvious reveal. It's kind of silly.
Yeah.
I've never liked that about this movie. It's like, okay, well, because menstrual cycles and these creatures are after the blood and something, like, all right, fine. I didn't think that should be a plot point.
Yeah.
And also, like, why is she so like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't, like, so what?
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
She's not the only female. Anyway. But it was one more thing that Riddick was like, well, I knew something else that you guys don't know, and
right,
yeah. There are 1 or 2 conveniences that annoy me a little bit, like the fact that they crash land on a whole planet right next to like the only colony, that was on there.
Yeah.
Right.
22 years to the day after the last colony died.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess the argument would be, well, then there wouldn't be a movie, right. Movies or stories are are special, and that's why they become stories. You know, like
Right.
these things line up, and that's why we convey it. Because otherwise, who cares? We don't tell that story.
Right.
So I guess you could argue that, I suppose, just in a general sort of storytelling philosophy. But yeah, they were awfully close.
I thought it was. I mean, I think about this every sci-fi movie, but this one was like they don't even mention atmosphere or anything. They just hop out of that spaceship.
They do.
And just,
Actually, they do.
They say something.
They do.
Said the oxygen's a little low. Yeah.
Yeah,
A
when they're
little low.
crashing, when they're going down.
So
Like
they're
in
kind
the
of
ship, someone does like a quick analysis or whatever the ship does, and they're like, all right, the oxygen levels are low but breathable or something like that.
Yeah.
And like the atmospheric, I guess you can get moisture out of the air. That's sort of universal, but still there's assumptions being made there. But it's whatever. There's no perfect sci-fi movie except for maybe
there was another
2001.
movie. I don't know if you guys remember, but there's another movie out in 2000 called Red Planet with Val Kilmer and Tom Sizemore and Carrie Ann Moss. Very similar to this in a lot of ways, and also really good. Better than this. Like Red Planet is really good.
I don't remember Red Planet.
It's a much higher budget, and but it's similar. They like crash on Mars and shit goes awry and they got to survive. But there's a great scene where Val Kilmer has his helmet on and he's suffocating because he's out of oxygen. And he's on Mars. He's like, oh, I guess I'm fucked. He's like, fuck it, whatever. And he hits this thing and his helmet goes up because why not? And there's an atmosphere, and there's not supposed to be. It's Mars.
I thought that's the end of Total Recall.
Yeah, that sounds like Total Recall.
Yeah.
Turbidium.
I forgot what my point was.
Well, there
was a few movies. So 2000 was interesting because this came out, Red Planet came out, and Mission to Mars all came out.
Mission to Mars,
which I don't remember quite as well. That was Brian De Palma, and that and Red Planet came out within months, like a month of each other. It was weird. Mission to Mars had Tim Robbins, and I don't remember who the hell else. Much bigger cast, probably higher budget. I mean, Red Planet had a much higher budget than Pitch Black, and it shows. You can tell.
Yeah.
Mission to Mars isn't very good. It's far too like plotting and just like cerebral and boring.
Yeah.
It's not much fun at all.
Yeah, you either got to go total fun and the hell with science and shit, or you kind of go the other way, but do it really well. Like, the Martian, the Matt Damon.
Sure. I thought you were going to say Interstellar.
No, I'm not big on that movie.
I'm not either.
It's not great.
People love it though.
I didn't like the ending.
It's okay.
I didn't like the sort of the explanation for.
It's fine. I just didn't know if I don't think it was worth the journey to get there.
Yeah, agreed. They didn't earn that ending, I guess,
right,
or something.
It's not terrible, but it's just
I like The Martian.
The Martian's
fun.
Very strong, like across the board, like the science, the believability, the way the PR and the government and the whole, how NASA itself functions in this future world, and then like Matt Damon as this astronaut. I mean, astronauts go through a lot of shit to get to where they are, and they're not dumb, and they have to improvise,
right?
And they used all of that stuff, and it was just like, wow, that's. And you really did think that he was screwed a number of times. And sorry if you've never seen The Martian, but I'm sure you can figure out what happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that if you want to go for fun and the hell with the details, that's fine. But you have to know your movie well enough to decide on that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this one is totally ridiculous, because it's a world they more or less created, like the eclipse and all the suns and shit. Like you wrote that scenario and this is what you wanted. And I think that they maybe changed their minds a couple times about the monsters. They called them ghosts at first or something.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
with the subtitles
the
on, they were referred to as raptors.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bioraptors.
The tagline for this movie is "Fight evil with evil." It's all right. It's not as good as Jason X's tagline.
Remind us what that one is again.
Evil gets an upgrade. It's fantastic.
Good Lord.
I encourage all our listeners to write as soon as this episode is over. Go watch Jason X. It's ridiculous.
Don't expect much.
It's
I would
so
say.
much fun though. I love it. It's so bonkers. I just dig it.
You dig bonkers. Well, you also dig Dream
Warriors?
Dream Warriors.
Fuck yeah, dude. That movie's awesome.
And that's David Twohy, isn't it?
No, that's Chuck Russell.
No, but David Twohy is the writer.
Oh, he wrote it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait.
He's like kind of a double up for us because he wrote The Fugitive.
Yeah.
Oh, he did The Fugitive.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he wrote.
No, I'm thinking of I think it's the Wheat Brothers, the guys that came up with the story and the concept of Riddick.
They wrote Nightmare on Elm Street 3?
No, they did Pitch Black along with David Twohy. So the screenplay is David Twohy and the Wheat Brothers.
Okay.
And I think the Wheat Brothers wrote Dream Warriors.
Really?
I believe so. I'll double check because I'm getting off my rocker here. Ken Wheat and Jim Wheat.
What's this?
Yes, they wrote it.
Rival movie from 1996 with Charlie Sheen in it.
That's actually pretty good too.
I have never heard of it.
That's David Twohy wrote and directed that too.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. It's an alien invasion movie, sort of a paranoid kind of man who knew too much sort of thing. Where Charlie Sheen, I forgot what he is. He's something, and
he's an astronomer.
And he somehow stumbles upon like a clandestine alien invasion, and no one believes him. But like aliens are here and they hunt them and shit, disguised as humans. Mm. It's pretty good. It's better than it has any right to be. Like it shouldn't be. I mean, it sounds stupid, but it's not bad.
I don't know how that slipped past me.
Wait, Sean, I don't see any Wheat Brothers in Nightmare on Elm Street 3. It says Wes Craven.
4.
4.
4 is Dream Warriors.
No. 3 is Dream Warriors.
All right, hang on. It's just there. 4 is the Dream Master. Yeah, right.
No. 3 is Dream Warriors.
You like
Dream
Warriors.
Master is stupid. Dream Warriors is awesome.
Because which is the one with their little sausages on his is that your Warriors number 3? He's got little sausages on a pizza and he goes
yeah. I think
you're right. No, it's not that one. It's the Dream. It's number 4. It sucks. They wrote that.
Yeah, that one's terrible. Yeah. And so is the next one, The Dream Child. It's not good again until a new Nightmare, where Wes Craven plays himself and Heather Langenkamp plays herself and Robert Englund plays himself.
Mm. Okay, well this is up your alley. The Wheat Brothers wrote and directed Ewoks: The Battle for Endor.
Nice.
1985. Thought you'd appreciate that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. The Ewok Adventure and the Ewok Battle for Endor. Fuck yeah, dude. Big fan. Actually, I have a poster for one of them. I don't even know where it came from. I got it here a few years ago. I don't even know where it came from. I think I saw it at like a yard sale, and they're like, "Just take it." I was like, "Okay." And then I quickly realized that no one gives a shit about an Ewok TV movie.
Nah, not unless you're a total dork. Like us.
Booger eating dork.
Speaking of dorking around, I texted Amy and she reminded me of the movie that we just saw. So it was called Blood Quantum.
Blood Quantum?
Yeah, it's a foreign it's a zombie movie. And so the reason I mentioned this is because I was saying Amy watches, she's like you, she'll watch any horror movie remotely interested in. But I don't know, I'm not that way. But I realized that zombie is my favorite genre of horror movie.
Oh.
Because I was like, she was like, oh, I know there's a bunch. She always has them saved and ready. I'm like, no, I don't want, anything that looks too terrible. But I was like, yeah, zombie sounds pretty decent. Yeah. So I guess in thinking about horror movies, it's also interesting that the genre is so important, right? I mean, you don't really have a horror movie and then just see what happens. You're like, well, it's going to be Dracula. It's going to be a vampire movie. It's going to be a, The Blob or something. It's going to be Aliens or something. Like, kind of where it's going. And that's a double-edged sword because you don't always want to know where it's going. But it can help if you're like, oh, I like this type of movie generally, so I'll go with this one. So anyway, I guess if there's a horror movie and it's zombie, then I'm probably more likely to see it than just any random crap. And I'm not big onto possession movies, like, although there've been good ones lately, but she's like seen all of the Nun, all of the Conjurings, all of the spin-offs of the what's the one that you've been talking about recently with the I don't know, all of those.
Okay.
28 years later.
She saw that, or did you see that one? It's out, but yeah, I would see that one because it's right up my alley. And the first one's great. The second one, not so much, but I'd watch it.
All right.
So, sorry.
Zombie
stuff.
All right.
This is not a zombie movie, but it is a creature movie.
Creature feature.
Sam, does it bother you? Sorry, go ahead.
Does it bother me there's creatures?
That they look like aliens, that they're so much like aliens.
Well, I think we talked about the history of this script a little bit. And so I think one of you mentioned that David Twohy had been working on a script for Alien 3 that was turned down.
Oh,
he made it into this.
Right, I forgot.
If you didn't mention it, you were thinking about it.
Yep.
So it kind of makes sense. And then he took that script and changed it around. And I thought what he was trying to do was interesting in that he said that he essentially has three main characters, and all three of the actors who weren't super well known or anything each thought they were the lead. Right? Which can get in the way on the set, ego problems and all that, especially when one of them finds out they're not going to make it and the next one finds out they're not going to make this is a script that sounds like it got changed a lot as through course development, and so it's interesting because I think that they really did do a good job of giving the other two a lot of screen time and keeping Riddick. I mean, Riddick didn't even talk for like the first half hour other than the opening monologue. So I think they did a really nice job of doing that, like keeping him mysterious. It probably worked to the benefit. Like you already talked about, it didn't try to over explain his background. It wasn't necessary because he was just one of the other people at the beginning of the movie. He was a threat, but he wasn't that important. So anyway, I kind of like the things, like this is one of those movies that kind of like the more you read about it, the more you're like, oh, the choices they made were actually like, this could have been a really horrible movie. And I think it's true with a lot of movies, and people don't really know which way they're going, but it seemed like they kept, everything you read about it is like, okay, we're gonna keep changing this. Like the original concept was based on a it was called Nightfall, and it was based on an Isaac Asimov story where it's 2 months of night, and that doesn't quite work the same way. Versus this is more like cicadas. Like, hey, every 17 years, these guys come out and take over everything. Some sort of like cicada locust type infestation. It
also reminded me of, have you guys ever seen or read 30 Days of Night?
I've seen it, yeah.
That's a good one.
Vampire in Alaska.
Yeah, similar premise where vampires descend upon a town, that like the northernmost town in the U.S. Just when it gets dark for 30 days. I think in the original comic or graphic novel, I think it takes place either in Russia or Scandinavia somewhere.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Does it work? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they adapted it in the U.S. to the film and set it in Barrow, Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Great premise. Pretty good movie.
It's not bad. Not too bad.
The critics' reviews, some of them really just railed on this movie.
Really?
Did you read any of them?
No.
The San Francisco Chronicle gave it 0 stars, calling it a tiresome experience.
Really?
0?
Yeah. Ebert gave it 2 of 4, saying that how sad it is that humans travel countless light years away from Earth only to find themselves inhabiting the same tired generic conventions.
That's Roger.
I mean, come on, Roger. People are people, no matter where they are.
Yeah.
Like, that's what do you think's going to happen?
So why should it be?
Yeah, it's like if you didn't think that, like, I mean, yeah, because people are people all the time is exactly why every movie works.
Right. Because we don't have to translate to another species or
Right.
Yes.
Like that. So yeah, I don't think you can call that a criticism. Like, of course it's gonna, there's only so many plots.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised that the critics didn't love it, but the audience score is 77.
Yeah.
Close to 80. That's pretty positive. That makes sense to me. I mean, I think this is more of a popcorn movie.
It is
than a
Sure.
critical success or a critic type of movie.
Speaking of critic success,
yes,
in artsy movies, I want to see how Vin Diesel got his start.
Because I was going to bring that up because I thought it was Spielberg, right?
Well,
no, before that,
he
created a short with like
a
few $1,000. So he was born Mark Sinclair here in Alameda County, so really close, where I used to live, and you used to live.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, I think he started out making a short that actually got picked up.
I
think
think he wrote and directed it too, right?
Yeah, he wrote and directed it
and starred in it.
And I thought Spielberg was aware of it and was.
I think
part
that's
of
what happened.
reasoning.
Spielberg saw it, and that's why he cast him in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Multifacial. It was screened at Cannes in 1995, and he did everything himself. So there's two different stories to what happened next. One is that Spielberg saw Multifacial, liked Vin Diesel, put him in as a soldier in Saving Private Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
The other story that's floating out there is that Vin Diesel had an opportunity to essentially tell Spielberg what a fan he was, and Spielberg to note him and say, hey, I like this guy, put him in the movie. So I don't know what's true or not true, but the one that sounds cooler is that Steven Spielberg saw Multifacial and liked him.
Well, he also, and after that, he wrote and directed another film called Strays that was pretty well received. It was nominated for the Grand Jury Prize at Sundance.
Yeah. But didn't sell well.
Yeah.
But then what's crazy is then he does have a cool voice, is that all of a sudden he's the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
Right after that.
Yeah.
So, and then this. Also he was in a movie called Boiler Room with Giovanni Ribisi.
Boiler Room came out the same year as Pitch Black, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one wasn't that great.
No. It's no Wall Street. So, you mentioned some of the cheesy lines. I'll give you an example of one that I like.
Mm-hmm.
John says, "How's it look?" And he says, "Looks clear." And then the thing comes racing through. He said, "You said it was clear." I said it looked clear. Well, how does it look now? Looks clear.
I like that.
That's my favorite part. That's my favorite line of Riddick's or of Vin Diesel's, because it works, and he actually puts some like personality in the line. Because sometimes, like especially with this kind of character, he's supposed to be this grunting, kind of animalistic guy, but he's still a guy. He's still a human, and he has like a lot of things going on in his brain. So anytime he seemed to have something of a personality, I was like, yep, that's good. And every time he was like a little too cool, I was like, all right.
Yeah. There's
a couple times where he's just like, I can't think of another bad line, but there's a couple questionable ones.
There's a real cringer when it's like when he first faces off against one of the alien things and he kills it, and then he says something like, "Did not know who he was fucking with." It's like, ugh.
Yeah, it did not know who it was fucking with.
That was a bit of a
I didn't like
groaner.
that.
Yeah,
because there's no one there, right? He was talking to himself.
Yeah, yeah,
right.
Yeah, did not know who he was talking about.
Right.
Huh.
Fun enough.
Yeah.
Fun enough. Yeah.
I like seeing
Passable.
Keith David again.
Yeah.
Keith David's great.
From They
Yeah, he
Live
is.
was
He's great.
where we saw him. I mean, he's
Mm-hmm.
been in a bunch of other stuff too. But
Was he in?
well, we covered The Thing
Repo
and They
Man?
Live.
Is he in Repo Man?
Maybe not.
I don't think so.
What'd you say? The Thing?
Yeah.
We didn't. No, we haven't done the Thing.
We haven't done the thing.
Oh, we haven't?
Not yet.
No.
I just watched that on my own sometime recently.
Well, you should. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, he's been talking about it for so long. It was like 3 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And I think like 2 years ago, I watched it. I was like, yeah, and I mentioned it on the
watched it
podcast.
too.
Like, hey, you were right about that one. It was really good. And he's like, yeah, no shit.
That's a good one.
So
can't
we've
believe-
talked about it. But
Oh, he was in
yeah.
Roadhouse.
Keith David
Oh,
is briefly
right.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, it's such a
bartender.
small part. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is only our
So
third
we've
Keith
covered
David.
him a few times.
And somehow Emmett Walsh is not
Oh
in this
wait, no,
movie.
he was in There's Something About Mary too.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
Oh,
There you
yeah. He's
go.
great.
Big part.
Yes, that part's great. Ah.
Getting in both barrels from the Weisenheimer here. All right. Do we want to blast off onto the next project or what?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, what are we
Ready?
doing?
Did we cover the sequels enough or fine? Whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Okay. We're going to do a movie that any one of us will eventually pick, but it's my turn, so it's my pick. You want to guess the year or decade or anything?
It's the 80s.
It's the 80s. Very
All right.
good.
It's 85.
88.
Oh, one of Cohen's favorites.
One of our top years here.
Is it?
I can't give you the leads. I can probably give you the director, but that might give it away. It has
gosh,
come up in the last month or two. We've mentioned it. We mentioned all kinds of movies, but I
Can
know
you
we
tell
all
us-
like it.
Can you tell us the genre or will it give it away?
I'll say it's comedy. First and foremost, it's a comedy.
Okay.
Oh, is it a John
And-
Cusack movie?
It's not Cusack. It's definitely we got at least one person that we've done a couple of times, and it does not take place in America, if that helps. What else? Yeah, if I told... Oh, actually, I remember why we were talking about it now, because it was similar to a movie we were talking about. Should I tell you what that is? That might
Hey.
help.
It's
Sure.
similar to another movie.
We were talking about The Spanish Prisoner
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, and this movie came up.
Is it a Steve Martin movie?
It is a Steve Martin movie.
1988. Doesn't take place.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. In Europe. And it's kind of similar to The Spanish Prisoner because The Spanish
Because he's
Prisoner
Dirty
is...
Rotten Scoundrels?
It's Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
We haven't done that yet?
We have not.
That's another movie I watched not too long ago.
If I had
I
said
haven't-
Frank
years
Oz
ago.
directed it, would that have been a giveaway?
No,
No.
That
not for
probably
me.
should have been a
I've
good
only
clue.
seen Dirty Rotten Scoundrels once when it
I
came
really?
out.
It was Frank Oz.
Yeah.
You've seen it once?
Yeah.
Wow. Why does that surprise me?
Maybe twice. But it would have been when it came out on video. So it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where we can watch it. But
It is on Amazon Prime Video. I've done the homework for you.
Sweet.
It is.
is that why you picked it?
It is. It's definitely why I picked it. I
How
like
did you
those-
guys watch Pitch Black?
A friend of mine sent it to me.
Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot. Because I sent it to you guys because obviously I had an MP4, but also I have the DVD, so I just threw it in and watched the DVD because I didn't.
Well, it's not even
Have-
illegal then. It's just a
Did you
digital
listen
copy
to
of
the-
your actual copy.
Right.
Did you
Yeah.
listen to the commentary? Did
No,
you-
I didn't. But it was
Yeah.
the version I watched. My DVD is like a extended cut, I guess.
Mm.
But I didn't see anything I hadn't.
No deleted scenes or
I don't
Couldn't
know
tell.
what was extended, but it seemed like the same thing I'd always seen. I guess maybe because it's my DVD and I've watched it a couple of times. I don't know.
The spaceship's longer at the beginning.
Yeah.
They assume
Like
it's
physically
kinda,
just longer.
yeah. It's
like
it's
space,
kind of like the meaning of
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Yeah. As they're going over it, and it's like all these different modules.
I
and all
break
could
for
think
no
of
one.
Spaceballs.
Yeah. We break for nobody.
Speaking of Spaceballs, have we talked about the fact that the sequel is in production?
Not lately, because when we did Spaceballs, it wasn't out yet, and then
So
it's
that's
like right
I
after
think
that.
it's in production now. But besides that, let me just look at something real quick. But here's something I find totally fucking puzzling. Until we posted our Rad episode, the Spaceballs episode had the least amount of views of all of our episodes on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Just wait though.
Until
People are gonna.
Oh,
When
until
Spaceballs 2 comes out,
I mean, Quick Change has way more.
that's
The
weird.
Gate has
They must.
way
You know what they
more.
do though?
The Gate? That's weird.
Yes.
No, I heard that in China, when they want to interrogate people and they're not cooperating, they put on our Quick Change episode and they make them watch it. And they tape their eyelids open, they handcuff them in front of the TV, and then it's like
Even
20
Mickey and
minutes
Nikki
in.
Offensive
has
on many
over
levels.
twice as many views as our Spaceballs episode.
Really?
It's weird. Spaceballs is so good.
I wonder if they just thought there was nothing else to say about it. Like, well, we all know all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it's really exciting that Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
To do
absolutely.
Spaceballs too.
Agree.
It's huge.
100%. Anywho. All right. Well,
This has
been
been
our best.
Tell us before
episode.
you brag about
Greatest.
how awesome this episode is.
Yeah.
There's a button on your shirt that says button.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
Explain.
a generic
Easier.
button.
Well, it's
Can
self-explanatory.
I buy one of them somewhere?
You can actually. If you go to genericgiftshop.com, you can buy yourself a generic button too, or a generic magnet, or a generic pillow. I think Sean is reaching for now.
You can also get something like this.
Yeah, a throw pillow.
But it sounds like it's instructions, like it's telling you to do something.
Well, it's
Yeah,
just
perfect.
it's generic. There's tote bags and clocks and baseball hats and coffee mugs and backpacks. There's
Okay,
even
but this
boxer
is a-
briefs.
The
The backpack
sad,
say backpack.
Yes. The area rug says area rug. The t-shirt says t-shirt. There's stickers, journals, bath mats, travel mugs.
It's great. It's good stuff, people. Check it out.
Genericgiftshop.com.
But to me, it's more just a sad example of how into your world I am, because because I see it and it says button. I'm like, oh, he's looking for a catchphrase at the end of the episode.
Yes.
So,
This is just a reminder we need a good button at the end of this episode.
You let people who aren't in the advertising world know what a button is.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, you
No,
want
tell-
him to do that now?
Yeah, tell him.
He wants
What's a
he wants to
button?
explain button.
Oh,
It's the thing at the end of our episodes after the theme music comes back in, and then we say something stupid
It's
at
like
the
the
end.
little witty line at the end of a commercial after I guess the commercial.
after you think it's over.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sort of a callback sometimes, or revisit a
Yes.
funny moment.
Buttons it
Funny
all up.
moment. Yeah.
Something.
Anyway, that's what I thought.
Button. There.
So, all right. Well, this has been our most informative episode yet.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And
think
most exciting too.
Yeah, I ran the numbers, and we spent more time talking about things that weren't pitch black than pitch black.
Oh, yeah. This one's not going to China. This one's going to get hits on the
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until next time.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
All right. See you later, you dirty, rotten scoundrels.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Indeed.
Sounds good.
Every time I stab myself in the eye with a fork, I think of that movie.